Game on! Welcome to another episode of Zero Ales and Hockey Tales with Wally. And today I'm so excited to have on again a 12-year-old from Manchester, England. He started a chocolate throwing hockey tradition in Manchester with the chocolatey Manchester Storm. And he is willing to import chocolate from all over the world to support his shed guys, and winning is fun. Welcome back, a shed legend, Jake Edwards. Sorry, I didn't write anything
Thanks
down
for
today.
thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, every time I talk to you is fun, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. School's going well and hockey's going good.
Is it going good? I saw you have your new number now, number 62, and I'm a part of that, right?
Yeah, I got my number 62 because it was available. It was a pleasure to get it, and it's going quite well wearing that number.
That's pretty neat when that number so it's 18 plus Moose plus your uncle, right?
Yeah,
That's neat, right?
yeah, it's really cool to have that number.
I agree. Well, you see behind me, I got my Critchlow jersey with my two L's and Hockey Tales logo on the back, and it's signed by Captain Critch. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, that's a really cool jersey.
You know, the Manchester fan sent that to me. He went out and got that done and bought it off someone and sent it to me because apparently I still owe Finner money, but he won't tell me how much I owe him, so I don't know how to pay him.
Yeah, I think he should at least tell you how much you owe so you can work on paying him back.
Right? Because it was fun last year when I was a sponsor of the team, wasn't
Yeah, it was really fun to have you there.
it? And it was the first podcast to ever sponsor a pro hockey player, so that's cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool to be the first podcast to ever sponsor a hockey player.
And Critch is healthy now and he's playing again.
Yeah, it was a shame he missed a lot of the season with that injury, but he's came back and everyone's happy to have him back.
Yeah, so he's back to running mucks again, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's right back where he left off and he's running amok.
Yeah, that makes sense. But the reason I was bringing up that jersey was you said you wear number 62. Right beside it is Rah Rah's jersey, who wore. I found out from doing the podcast that there was a kid wearing number 18 from way back when I played in Cardiff. And then he gave me the jersey and signed it when I went back for the last testimonial. You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there and I might be coming to that other testimonial, the Joey Martin one.
Oh, you might be coming to Cardiff in June.
Yeah, I asked my mum and she said we'll see, so I might be coming.
Well, we'll have to talk to her, eh, and see if she'll let you come. I think this
Yeah,
time
I'll
if
have to
you
talk to
come,
her.
I think this time if you come though, we should like meet up before the game and hopefully I'm awake and then we could like have lunch or something because we didn't get to talk much last time, did we?
Yeah, definitely we have to do something like that. It'll be fun.
It would be fun because you've always supported me here in the shed and you're wearing my stuff to all the hockey arenas and taking pictures and I really appreciate that. Thanks, buddy.
It's no problem. It's a pleasure wearing your stuff and supporting you.
So how's marketing going with the shed now? Because you're the director of shed marketing. What's going on now? Are we getting new fans anywhere? Are you getting the word out?
I think more people have got the memo that we don't throw it for losses now because we don't get any chocolate on the ice after we lose.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if it has anything to do with me not being a sponsor, but Manchester's not having as good of a season so far, eh?
Yeah, we got off to a bit of a slow start, but now with Mikey Moe as coach, we're really picking it up and winning games.
Is that right? The new coach is doing well. I'm still a little unsettled that Finner, when he fired his coach, never even gave me a call. That's horse manure, eh?
Yeah, I think with you as coach, we'd be winning the league this year, but he didn't
S-
give you a call.
I know, Fenner. What a joke, eh? But you can
Yeah, if I
tell,
see him around, I'll have a word with him.
yeah, let him know. But tell him I would have turned his ass down anyways because I got an under 13 championship to win this year.
Good luck.
Thank you. We did just win Silver Stick at home, and it was pretty neat, and we won in overtime. the semis and the finals. And now next weekend we go to International Silver Stick where we play all the other champions. And you know what? Plan on kicking the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you do that. It'll be really cool to if you win that.
I agree. It would be really, really cool. Because some of these kids I coached like 4 years ago, and now they're like growing up and they're getting better. And it's like be pretty neat if they kicked the shit out of everybody, right?
Yeah, that'd be really cool if you could do that.
Did you know that when we won Silver Stick, I had packaged up some chocolate and gave it to one of the mothers on the team and said, "Can you give these to the siblings if we win?" And you know what to do with it because she knows what goes on in the shed with chocolate throwing fun. And after we won in overtime, there was chocolate everywhere, and the boys liked it. You know, fun is fun.
Yeah, that must be really fun to get chocolate thrown at you after you win a big game.
And so you're in the Manchester Academy, is that right?
Yeah, I'm in the academy development group trying to get into the team.
So then you got to try and make the team to get to play games. Do you not get to play games?
I played an in-house game where it's people that aren't on the team get to play a game against each other, but I've not played a proper game yet.
You should get to play proper games. Whoever's running that academy, tell them to make a scrimmage happen. You know, it's not that hard.
Yeah, if I see them around, I'll ask them.
Okay. So what kind of chocolate we throwing these days? Who's your guy these days now that Moose is gone?
I like Evan and Durflinger, but there's a new guy that we brought in called Tyler Rockwell, and he's nice and he plays well too. So I like him.
Tyler Rockwell? You guys just get him? I haven't heard that name before.
Yeah, we got him a few weeks ago, about halfway through the season.
Yeah. Um, well that yeah. So it sounds like you guys are turning things around, eh?
Yeah, we're really starting to turn things around. We had our first 4 point weekend in Dundee, which I went to.
Hey, that brings back a memory. Hey, remember when you went to Dundee and you got a tour of the Greggy bus?
Yeah, I got a tour of the Greggy bus in Dundee, and it was fun. Yeah.
That was fun setting that up for you, eh? So,
Yeah, thanks for setting that up. It was fun.
Greggy's a cool dude. I heard he's retired now. He's no longer driving the bus, eh? So now no more tours. I wonder who the new bus driver is.
Yeah, it's a shame we've not got Greggy anymore, but I'm not sure who we have now.
Yeah, because he's a cool dude. I really like him, and he always supported what I'm doing too. And I found it neat getting to podcast with him while he was sitting in the bus right before a game. And then I remember all the players coming on and off the bus and saying hi to me while we were podcasting. You know,
Yeah, I remember watching that one. It was fun.
it was fun. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun talking. You know, do you know how much fun I'm having?
I don't know how much fun you're having, but I'm sure having a lot of fun.
Are you? Because every time you guys make it rain chocolate in Manchester, it makes my heart want to pop. You know that?
Yeah, it's really fun to start throwing it. It's really fun when we win.
Um, I find it funny that like I bet most people have no idea why that happens and where it started. Eh?
Yeah, I bet most people just saw those chocolate on the ice one game and then joined in.
I really appreciate the Manchester Storm hockey family because they really supported me last season and I remember when it first started, the chocolate and someone like tweeted or whatever it's called, and said, "Why is there chocolate getting thrown on the ice?" And the Manchester Storm tweeted and said, "Ask me, maybe he could shed some light into it." And I thought that was a very clever tweet, right?
Yeah, that's really clever to do that.
So do you know what this Rockwell guy likes for chocolate, or do I got to talk to him?
I think he likes Reese's.
Oh, really? You're bringing peanuts into the arena, eh? Some people get upset about nuts in the barn.
I don't think it really matters if it's packaged up and that. So
I agree. You're right. Um, yeah, the chocolate doesn't like break when it hits the ice, right? Like it stays in the package. It just might crumble a bit, right?
Yeah, it'll just be crumbled a bit and a bit broken, but the package will still be fine.
I agree. Um, so you got any questions for me today? Because I have nothing written down.
Are you still doing that training thing when you come over for the Joey Martin testimonial?
Oh, that is a solid question. I'm gonna have to ask Kendo because he would be the guy to get the ice time and plan it for me because I'm over here. But I'm totally up for doing a skills day with anybody who wants to come when I come to Cardiff. And I think I have to talk to Hendo and figure out if we're actually doing that because when did I when I went back for one of the games, Hendo was doing a skills day of his own, and I went out and helped, and I had a lot of fun. Sweat too much, but had a lot of fun, and I also showed the kids that I could do one-handed push-ups. Did you know I could do that?
No, I didn't know you could do that.
It's true, I can. But
I
I think
can't do it two-handed.
I do think it would be really neat to have a skills day when I come to Cardiff and have the kids that listen and know what's going on in the shed because you're the director of shed marketing, so you'd have to tell people because I'm not, you know?
Yeah, if I do come when you are doing it, I'll be out there.
Okay, because you know that this whole thing is based on volunteers and nobody gets paid for what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great idea to have a skills day when I come to Cardiff. If I'm invited by Joey Martin in June for the game on the 14th, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun to do that, and I'll sure be out there.
Yeah, so it would be pretty neat to play hockey together, eh?
Yeah, that'd be really fun, and I'm looking forward to it if you do it.
Okay, well then I should probably get that done, eh?
Yeah, you should see if you can get that done.
So then if the game's on the Saturday, when would we do it? Like before the game on the Saturday? Are you telling me I got to go to bed early on the Friday?
I'm going the Friday and the Saturday if I do go, so yeah.
So maybe we could have the skills day the Friday night if Hendo could get the ice.
Yeah, maybe if you can get the ice.
Um, yeah, because I plan on having fun on the Friday night with all the guys that are there. So it would have to be Saturday before the game or Friday night, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That would be really neat though, because you would come. And then I think I got his hockey card back there, but Charlie Wilcock, that his dad bicycled like 500 kilometers for me to raise money for the Batemans, which Rich Bateman, Steelers fan, is now out of care and at home now. And that's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's really neat, and I'm happy for him to be back home.
I think it's so cool that his son or sorry, the Bateman son reached out to me, and then I had him on the podcast. Then we raised some money for them, and then Charlie's dad decided to bicycle like 600 kilometers for us and raise a whole bunch of money for them. And then it was the first game of the season last year that he did that against the Devils. And then, well, a fella gave them a 2 L's and Hockey Tales Walton 18 jersey when they finished the 600-kilometer bike ride. They gave it to Rich Bateman, and then they took a photo of it, and when they bicycled around for 600 kilometers, the car following them had a 2 L's and Hockey Tales sticker on the car. And then the Steelers won all three trophies last year. That's weird, eh? Karma. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but it's really cool that they did that.
It is a weird coincidence. And then they took a picture of a Shed Boost sign after they won the Challenge Cup with all the guys that have been on the podcast. That was weird, eh?
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird because I hated the Steelers more than anything when I played hockey, you know? And now they're taking a picture of a Shed Boost sign after winning. That's messed up.
Yeah, I know how you felt, and I feel the same way now.
Do you hate the Steelers?
There's just something about the way they play. It's like not nice.
I understand. Those orange jerseys too, and their arena's way too big and warm, and it makes you sweat too much, and then you can't think, you know?
Yeah, and the officiating doesn't seem to be very good whenever we play them.
Yeah, they probably got them in their back pocket, eh?
Yeah, probably.
I actually hated playing at the Steelers arena because it's too big of ice. Same with Belfast, and then when you dump it in, you have to like go chase it. And well, the defensemen were faster than me, and they just skate by me, and I didn't like that. You know, I like small arenas. You know, get them all bundled up with you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I prefer small ice too, because then the faster players can't get around you as much.
So, what curve are you using these days?
I'm using a P28 curve with 50 flex.
P28. Is that a toe curve?
Yeah.
Really, eh? I heard I was supposed to try toe curves, but I've never tried one. So your
Yeah, I
shot.
would recommend it.
So do you got a place to practice when you're at home?
Yeah, I've got a place to practice. I've got a net and a shooting pad.
Yeah. So you're just zipping pucks around then when you're at home? Or are you a video gamer?
I try and do a bit of both, but the shooting puck has ended a couple of vases.
You haven't broken anything in your house shooting pucks?
I've broke a few vases, but I think that's it.
Yeah. I broke some things too when I was a kid. I remember the day that my dad came home from work and well, one puck had gone through the garage door and I kind of thought it was funny. So then I shot another one through it. And then he came home and like there was a bunch of holes in the garage door and he didn't really appreciate it, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't have appreciated that.
No, but I thought it was cool that I could shoot it hard enough to put a hole through the garage door, you know? So I kept doing it.
Yeah, I probably couldn't do that. I can't shoot that hard.
No, you're not throwing your tits into it?
I try to, and it's getting better, but it's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, the more you practice, the harder you can shoot, you know? And then the bigger you get, the harder you can shoot, you know?
Yeah, I've been practicing going to the gym to try and make it harder.
That actually brings back a memory when I was drafted to the OHL and they had their meeting with me and they're like, "So what do you need to work on as a player?" And I said, "Well, I need to be able to score from further away and I need to be able to shoot it harder." And they said, "Wow, that's a really good answer." You know? And then I figured out how to do that.
Yeah, I think I need to work on doing that too.
It's pretty neat though, eh, Jake? Like us just talking on my lunch hour while I work. All the fun stuff that can happen, eh? Like I have that jersey and I'm wearing a Manchester Storm hat. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, it's really fun what we can do together.
It really is. So do you remember the day the chocolate started in Manchester when there was like only like one or two chocolate bars on the ice and then Critch took a picture and sent it to me? Isn't it weird how far we've come with the chocolate?
Yeah, it started with not that many, and now the whole ice is covered with chocolate whenever we win.
And like the fans know, like if we win, we throw chocolate. If we lose, we don't, right?
Yeah, it's cool that we know that, and I've heard that even if we do throw for a loss, it doesn't make its way to the players, it goes to all staff and volunteers.
Sorry, what was that?
I've heard that if we lose, it goes to all the staff and volunteers and not the players.
Right, because they didn't earn it, right?
Yeah, they didn't earn it, they've got to earn it to get the chocolate.
Right. You have to earn your chocolate. You have to actually win the game, right? And if you don't win, you should have tried harder, right?
Yeah, if you don't win, you should have tried harder, but sometimes it's not anyone's fault, and it's just like odd,
Hey,
awkward bounces off the boards and that.
hey, don't be nice to them. If they want to win, they just need to try harder, right? It's not about bounces. You make your bounces by trying harder, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like we have like a few passengers, but like a
Oh,
lot of the guys are trying hard.
we got passengers this year. That's why things aren't going as well, eh?
It's not like every game they're not trying. It's like just some games it feels like they're not giving 100%.
Is that right? Not having enough fun, maybe. I find that hockey
Yeah,
players that are
maybe.
having the most fun try the hardest. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think that's true because I'm always having fun and trying my best.
I agree. I am doing the same with coaching and doing this and my day job. I try my best at whatever I'm doing because why suck at stuff, right?
Yeah, always give 100% whatever you're doing.
Right. If you're gonna do something, you may as well do it right, you know?
Yeah, always do it right first time.
Hmm. So what else is new in the world, Jake? I don't have any notes down. I don't know what to ask you. Do you like donair kebabs?
Yeah, I've tried them and they're quite nice. Yeah.
Isn't it fun when they shave the meat off the stick and it's rotating around? I get so excited.
Yeah, whenever you see a kebab getting prepared, it makes me excited.
You know what we should do maybe? If you come to the testimonial that I may or may not be invited to, because I'm not allowed to announce things until they're announced. Um, we should hit Chippy Lane before the game. I got sent a message from a Cardiff Canuck, Hendo's team, who all have my logo on their jersey. He said Hendo got the team discounts on the best burritos on Chippy Lane. So I'm guessing that I'm also part of the Canucks, and maybe we could hit Chippy Lane and have some burritos together. You know,
Yeah, that sounds like fun if we can do that.
that does sound like fun. I've never hit Chippy Lane before a game, but I am willing to do it. You know,
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
so you did hit Chippy Lane when you went to Cardiff, eh? Because
Yeah, I hit
you
Chippy
sent me a
Lane.
picture of you at Chippy Lane,
Yeah, I hit Chippy Lane. It's a really fun place.
but it was daytime, so you didn't even get the full effect.
Yeah, it was about lunchtime when we went.
Yeah, that's not when Chippy Lane's Chippy Lane. You got to, I don't know how late you'll be able to stay up after the game. But I plan on hitting Chippy Lane after the game, and it's an interesting place at night, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have to be a stay. I'm sure I'll be allowed to stay up for Chippy Lane.
Well, then maybe we hit Chippy Lane after the game, eh?
Yeah, whenever you hit Chippy Lane, it seems to be fun.
Oh, it's fun every time. I don't know if I want a burrito. Sorry, Hendo, but I probably want a kebab. That's how I Chippy Lane, you know?
Yeah, kebabs are really nice. They're one of my favorite foods.
Ah, yes, I understand. Once I learned about them when I went to Germany and I had one, um, well, then I couldn't stop, and then it changed my body type. And well, it didn't change my body type. It changed how fit I was, and then they asked me to leave Germany forever, you know?
Yeah, once you start on the kebabs, it can be hard to stop.
It really can. But you know what's neat, Jake, is I had a lot. I played in Landsuit in 2007, 8, and we almost won it, and they didn't think we could or would. And then we went to game 5 of best of 5 and lost in overtime to a team that had like a budget 3 times the size of ours, and they were supposed to win. And some of my best friends from hockey were on that team, and Hammer, I played with for 4 years. We switched teams to Bietigheim and played 3 years together there. Um, he's my best German friend, and some dude just wrote to me and said I should play a charity hockey game in Landshut 18 years later. And I said, well, yeah, that sounds fun. But I'm like, I want to go to Cardiff. I want to go to Germany. I want to do all these things, but I don't like it costs money to do that. He said that they'll find a sponsor and pay for my flight to come to Germany and play a hockey game with all my friends 18 years later. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's really crazy and cool that someone would do that for you.
I agree. Because someone the other day said, like, um, well, hockey didn't work out for you, and you didn't make it, and you didn't do it. And like, why would you want someone else to go down your path? And it's like, well, when I first came back for like the first 5 years when I joined the real world, I was like, yeah, what I did was dumb and it put me in a bad spot in life. And now that I do this, I like appreciate what I did. And then when you get invited back to Germany 18 years later, you're like, huh, maybe maybe I wasn't a problem. Maybe I was a good teammate, you know?
Yeah, I don't believe in the phrase that you didn't do it. Like, my goal is to just go and play hockey and have fun and make some friends.
Exactly. And it's not about how much money you make, and it's not about what leagues you played in. It's about having fun with your friends and enjoying the game, right?
Yeah, as long as you're enjoying the game and having fun, then I'd say you made it.
Hmm. You're pretty smart for a 12-year-old, eh?
Thanks, I try to be.
Yeah, I try to be for a 41-year-old, but it doesn't always work that well. Uh, did you know that I wear Crocs to every game in the winter, and it's January here in Canada, and it's quite cold, and my Crocs are on fire. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I'm surprised your feet aren't cold.
They are cold. Yeah, my toes freeze, but my Crocs right now are 28 wins, 2 losses, and 3 ties. And that's between 2 teams of being on the bench with. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's really good. It reminds me of when Marty St. Louis grew a beard and didn't shave it for the Montreal Canadiens, and we went on like a really long win streak.
Oh, did he do that? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't think he's shaved it yet because he started to grow a beard when we beat Florida 3-0, and we've been really hot after he's done that. So,
You're a Montreal Canadiens fan?
yeah,
Why?
I
That makes
just I
that
think
makes
they've
that
got
makes no sense to me. I'm sorry.
I think they've got a lot of good history, and I think we're gonna make some more soon.
You think so?
Yeah, I think if we can sneak into the playoffs this year, then we can surprise some teams.
Well, if you want your fun fact of the day, Martin St. Louis, um, well, he was one of my idols because he was like the first little guy to make the NHL and like play like a little guy. Like Fleury, Theo Fleury did not play like a little guy, but Martin St. Louis did play like a little guy and he made it and then won like best player in the NHL and all that stuff. And he was a college free agent. And his agent was my first agent. He came to watch me play at Western Michigan, and his selling point was that Martin St. Louis was one of his players, and he was just on the new NHL game, and that he had brokered the deal, how much he would get paid to be on the video game and the cover, and he wanted me. And I thought it was so confusing that Martin St. Louis' agent would want me. And then he was my agent, and then things didn't go that well. And then when I decided to go to Germany and not stay in North America, he disagreed with me, and then that was the last time we spoke.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It must have been cool to have an agent with some history with Marty St. Louis.
Yeah, he's still doing her too. I see he's still an agent for all the big time NHL guys, you know. And I just want to say sorry to him for not making it because I tried, but I didn't, you know? He didn't make any money off me. So,
I'm sure it's fine if you had fun along the way.
well, I tried to have fun along the way, right?
Yeah, same.
I would say though, I'm having more fun with hockey now that I don't play than when I played. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think anything to do with hockey is quite fun.
I agree. Yeah, and you meet a lot of people, right? And you become friends with a lot of people through hockey, don't you?
Yeah, you can meet lots of new people through hockey.
So who's the best kid in the Manchester Academy? Because I always find it funny. It's like when you're picking teams and having tryouts, it's like, well, you could just ask the kids and they know who's supposed to make the team. They know what's fair. So who's the best player out there?
I think there's about 3 people that should be making the team. There's someone called Alex, who I'm not sure of his last name. There's someone called Jack Air, who's really good. I've seen him play. And then there's a goalie, which I'm not sure of his name, but he's like really good. I think your mic's gone. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I think your mic's gone.
Game back on. He can hear me again, right?
Yeah, I can hear you again now.
Okay, so if you're gonna go out to eat in Manchester, I don't know what we were talking about. Do you know?
Yeah, we were talking about some good players who are like the best in the academy.
Oh, right. Alex Oldale, the kid that like became a professional hockey player last year, and he didn't even start playing ice hockey till he was like 15 or something. And now he's a
Yeah, he
professional
started.
hockey player.
Yeah, he started playing roller hockey as an outskater, but then he switched to ice hockey and became a goalie, and now he's a pro.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's really crazy how he could become a pro in like 3 years.
I find it crazy when I hear parents talk in minor hockey and it'll be like under 9 and they're like, oh, we got to take him here and we got to take him there and it's all about development and this and that. And I'm like, well, like actually, no, they don't. They should play with their friends at home and enjoy hockey and have fun. And then when the time comes that like they're actually good at it, then you go places, you know?
Yeah, I think if you can develop on your own, then you're gonna go places.
When it's, I find, well, with hockey, if you love it and you like it and you go home and practice, that's when you actually get better. It's like if you go to your hockey practice for like an hour a week or 2 hours a week, it's like, well, that's not enough to actually get good. You have to actually go home and like want to get better, right?
Yeah, I'm always practicing at home when I have some rollerblades to help practice skating.
Oh, rollerblading. Yeah, I did a lot of rollerblading on the driveway and playing hockey when I was a kid, you know?
Yeah, I'm starting to get into that more.
Um, that brings back memory when I was a kid. Well, we didn't buy, my parents didn't buy me a hockey net. My old man built a net with plywood and 2x4s behind it, and I would just hit the plywood, and that was the net. And we lived across from a golf course, and the golfers did not like how much I played hockey because I would keep hitting the wood and it would make noise, and they were trying to shoot golf shots, right? But that wasn't my problem.
Yeah, I think they need to accept that there was a hockey player there, so
Right. And I had to get better to go do things, right?
yeah, if you're trying to get better, then it's not the problem. It's not your problem then.
No, I agree. Yeah. Um, so let's see here. Did you know that I have some really cool jerseys behind me now?
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
So there's the Critchlow one, rah rahs, but then also I got sent a Cardiff Huskies jersey, and that's the sledge hockey team because I had Tom on who needed a new wheelchair and he needed to raise 8,000 pounds, and we chatted about it, and then we sent it out there, and then somebody that he didn't know and had never met gave him nearly well, he put enough money down to get him to the 8,000 pounds. So it was like 2 or 3,000 pounds. He donated the exact amount to get him to exactly to what he needed to get to. And then this guy is going to get a new wheelchair where he can stand up and like cook in his apartment and like do shit. And I think that's really neat. And I really like that New Jersey, you know?
Yeah, it's really cool and nice that someone would do that.
Isn't that cool? I really wish I could find out who that guy was and talk to him, you know? figure out
Yeah,
why he
he's,
did it. Do you think it was because of us talking? Can't be. He must have found out a
I
different
don't
way. It
know.
can't be from me.
It might have been you have a pretty lot of listeners.
I don't know about that. You're the director of Shed Marketing, Jake, so I don't know how many listeners we have unless you tell me because you're in charge.
I'm not sure. I did look the other day, but I don't remember.
But then the jersey beside the Cardiff Huskies one is the Cardiff Centaurs, which, from my understanding, is like a beer league team. And they put my logo on a jersey and put Walton 18 on it and sent it to me. And um, their captain, Liam, is going to come chat with me, but he also put my logo on his jersey. And I didn't pay them anything to do that. And I thought, wow, that was really nice of you. I don't really know why you would do all this for me. And he said that when we won in Cardiff, the Challenge Cup, he said that was my first time seeing the Devils win. And he'll never forget it. And that he will always support me no matter what. And I thought, wow, what a world, right?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy if he's done that.
I agree. And now I'm a huge Cardiff Centaur fan, and I find it neat that when I went to Cardiff, there really wasn't a lot of hockey happening in Cardiff, Wales. And now there's there's the Cardiff Huskies, the Cardiff Centaurs, the Cardiff Canucks, and I'm on all their jerseys. I find that crazy, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy that you're on almost every Cardiff team's jersey.
It is crazy. I only played there for like a year. It's weird. My son asked me the other day. He's like, "Why?" He thought I had played in Cardiff for like years. He's like, "You only played there like just over a year?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Why did they like always invite you back? And why like did?" I'm like, "I have no idea, man. I was just playing hockey, you know?"
Yeah, you must have played hockey quite well then if they're always inviting you back.
Well, it's my teammates that do, and it's weird after you're done hockey. Um, there were coaches and GMs that maybe didn't get what I was up to, but my teammates knew what I was up to. And they're the ones that invite me back, you know? And that means the world to me.
Yeah, you must have been a really good teammate if they're always inviting you back.
Well, I don't know about that. I tried to have fun every day, you know?
Yeah, if you're having fun, then you're doing something right.
And then you usually play hockey better, right? And I don't know if you've ever looked at my playoff stats, but if you get all your teammates to be better, then you don't have to score as much. Did you know that?
Yeah, if all your teammates are doing the work for you, then you can focus on having fun.
Right. And if they're all having fun, then it's not that hard, right?
Yeah, it's not that hard if everyone's having fun.
And then they try harder and care more. Um, you should, whoever these passengers are, you should tell them to get on board, eh?
Yeah, I'll tell them to get on board if I ever see them.
Because it takes everybody to win, and everybody's got to be into it, right? Or you don't win.
Yeah, we've got to get everyone on board to win.
Yes, I agree. Um, um, well, you know what's weird is like I I missed the Manchester Storm hockey family. I haven't been as involved this year, but I'm quite busy and have a lot of things going on. But last season, when I was like right in there with you guys, that was really fun, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what contributed to our success so much last year.
You think so? You think I had something to do with contributing to the success? And then Finner never even called me for the coaching job. Can you believe that shit?
I can't believe that.
He won't even tell me how much I owe him, you know? And it's like, I'm prepared to pay you. Just tell me how much I owe. And he won't tell me. So maybe I have paid my bill by having fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the least he could do, tell you how much you have to pay.
I think it's so funny. I think Finner's just playing hockey with me and just toying with me, and I like that. I actually wish I would have got to play hockey against him because I think it would have been fun. I think he likes to muck it up, and so do I. You know?
Yeah, Finner seems like a really fun guy.
He does, and I would have loved to play hockey against him and him come try to hit me in the corner and then see what happens, you know? Because I believe I may be one of the best reverse hitters of all time. Because nobody thought I was going to hit them because I'm the little guy, you know? And then I would surprise them.
Yeah, I'm quite good at hitting, not much reverse hitting, but like I
No?
can throw the body.
So when you get in the corner with the puck and act like you don't see them coming, and then right when they think they're going to hit you, get down low and explode with everything you got and just crush them, you know?
I'll try that next time that happens.
Okay. Um, yeah. And sorry to the kid that it happens to, Jake. Are you allowed to hit?
I think so, yeah.
You
We'll soon
think so?
find out. I'll find out.
I'll never forget. Like reverse hitting guys was my thing. I would try and reverse hit them and then take it to the net. And I remember doing it. Do you know who Zach Fitzgerald is? He was
I've
like,
heard of him, but I'm not sure who he is.
oh, he was way bigger and way tougher than me and like actually kind of scared me. But he came to get me in the corner and I tried to reverse hit him and it did not go that well. Um, and he grabbed me and he said, "Did you just try and jack in the box me?" And I was so scared that I thought he was going to beat me up. And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I flippin' love it, man." And he gave me a tap on the butt and let me skate away. And I was like, "Oh my God." I was so scared. And then he was like, "I love that you tried to actually hit me back." And I was like, "That's cool. That's hockey, right?"
Yeah, that's hockey. That's really cool.
It was a funny exchange while I was playing a game, you know, because I was scared for a second when I did it because I thought he was going to kill me. And then he actually enjoyed that I was willing to fight back, you know?
Yeah, in the middle of a game, that's a funny interaction to have.
It is because there is a lot going on the ice that people don't see. And the things players say to each other are funny.
Yeah, Warren Hewitt always seems to have a lot to say for himself.
He can beat people up too, can he?
Yeah, he can really lay a hit and he can beat people up. I've seen him do it.
Um, so who is fighting on the Manchester Storm this year? Are you guys fighting enough?
There's not as many fights as like last year, but there's still some fights.
Do you know fighting wins? Like
Yeah,
I didn't do it. I wasn't the fighter. I would do it if I had to, but it actually brings teams together and helps you win if you're all willing to do it,
yeah. If you're all willing to do it, then it must bring you together.
right? And like if you get hit really hard and then your teammate goes and fights the guy because you got hit too hard, it's like, oh, that meant a lot. And then you're like a team, you know?
Yeah, that seems to be happening with Storm this year. We're standing up for people this year.
You guys are stand up for each other.
Yeah, like if you see someone go after someone, then they're most likely gonna get destroyed by Lauren Hewitt in a few minutes.
And you need those guys. I always appreciated having really big guys on my team because then I felt like I could do whatever I wanted, and then they would have my back, and I didn't have to worry out there, you know. And you don't want to worry while you're playing hockey,
Yeah, it'll be funny because you'll just hear a massive crash, and then you'll look around, and then the boards will be shaking, and someone will be laying on the ice, and Hewitt will be skating off.
one of my favorite memories, and knowing what kind of team I had was it was my second last game I ever played, um, in the big blue tent. My buddy Carl Hudson got well, it was the dirtiest hit I've ever seen. The defenseman slid on his knees, took his knees out, thought he was dead. and I was trailing for a drop pass, and I was right there. So then, as soon as it happened, I fought the guy, and I didn't do that good, but I tried my best and just missed him. But then when he didn't get punched enough and was going off the ice, Joey Martin, my goat, who might be having a hockey game on June 14th, um, he threw a full water bottle off his face. And then he had got hit enough, and it was hilarious. And Joey got suspended for a game. But that Carl got hit, that I fought, that Joey throws the water bottle at him. I'm like, okay, we're like a team, you know? We got each other's backs.
If you're gonna get it suspended, then it should be for something funny at least.
It was funny. When he hit him in the face with the water bottle, it was priceless, you know? And then a year later, when I'm retired and I'm back home in Canada, the player coach, Andrew Lord, then beat the wheels off that guy. And I got to watch the video of him beating the crap out of this guy. And I was like, so he did get it, you know? And we were like all a team. And it wasn't even the same season. We were all in it together, you know?
That's really cool if he was doing it a year later.
It was cool. I really liked watching that guy get beat up, especially from my buddy and Lordo that is now like a big fancy coach there in Halifax, you know?
Yeah, it must be really cool.
Yeah, it was cool watching your player coach beat a guy up for you a year later. It was neat. And it was also neat when Joey Martin threw the water ball off his face. And it was the team we had in Cardiff. And that's pretty neat that I might get invited back in June 10 years later, right?
Yeah, it's really cool if you're getting invited back 10 years later.
It would be. And last time I went back, you were there. And what a memory that was. There was a lot of chocolate thrown on the ice for my under 9 gals team that I was coaching. And I got to drive around with my daughter and drop off all the chocolate to the girls I'd coached that year, right?
Yeah, that was really fun throwing that chocolate.
It was fun picking up that chocolate, so thank you.
It was no problem, it was fun.
Do you know how much fun I had with my daughter driving around and like actually stopping by people's houses and like getting to know where they live and getting to know them better? And the season was over, but like it's the hockey family, right? When you're on my team, it's not just for a season, it's forever, right?
Yeah, I bet it was really fun to go and see them all.
Well, and they got to try chocolate they had never tried before, right?
Yeah.
So nobody's throwing chocolate on the ice for you yet?
There was one last year that I got.
Really? What do you
Yeah, Moose
want? So
picked
if
it up for
if
me.
somebody was coming to the next Manchester Storm game and wanted to support you and everything you've done for me in the shed, what would they throw, Jake, on the ice?
Probably a white chocolate bueno. They're my go-to.
A white chocolate bueno?
Yeah, they're my go-to normally.
So, because you've been doing everything for everybody else and throwing chocolate for everybody else, wouldn't it be neat if the next game somebody threw on the ice a white bueno and said, "This is for Jake. Can you please get it to him?"
Yeah, that'd be really nice if that would happen.
That would make it a really small world, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would really.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be neat. It would be kind of like when there was the Pride Night last year, right? When Sully came on right before, and we got crunchies for Adam.
Yeah, that was really cool and fun to do.
It was cool. And when Sully sent me the picture of all the chocolate bars that had been thrown on the ice for them, and it said like hockey's for everyone and love is love and all that stuff, it just melted my heart over here, you know?
Yeah, it must have done. It was really fun.
It was really fun. What are they doing a Pride Night again this year? I don't even know. I can't keep track of all the hockey going on.
I think it's in 2 weeks. Yeah, we are doing one.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe I should reach out to Sully and see if we can make this happen again.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of people to talk to, you know? It's hard to keep track of all this shit.
Yeah, it must be hard to keep track of people.
Yeah. It's weird when a lot of your teammates have gone on to do really cool things, and then you want to talk to all of them and you miss all your friends, but you can't talk to everybody, you know?
Yeah, when you've got so many friends, you can't talk to everyone.
Well, maybe it's not being asked back to a bunch of teams and winning, and then you have like brothers, but then those teams ask you to leave. But then you have brothers all over the place, and you're like, oh, well, I can call you guys. I'm not going to call the coach or the GM, but I'm going to call you guys. Yeah,
Yeah, it must be really fun.
it is fun. And then it makes you start appreciating what you did instead of the opposite?
Yeah, it must be really fun to be able to appreciate what you did.
So it would be neat, right? If Hendo rented the ice in Cardiff and then said I was doing a skills day. And then the kids that do listen to this stuff could come and um that would that would be a very heartwarming day to be on the ice with all you guys, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun and cool if you could do that.
Right. So I think I should talk to Hendo and get a Cardiff Canucks update and also lock down the skills day when I come over, right?
Yeah, I think you'll have to talk to him and get that locked down.
Okay. I can do that for you.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait.
Do you think I can still do one-handed push-ups?
Probably.
Attaboy. See, you do believe in me.
Yeah, I do.
uh well, you got any more questions for me before I get back to the real world?
Last time in the testimonial, you scored 2 goals. How many do you think you'll score this time if you're invited?
See, I did score 2 goals and my team won the game. And the time before, with Matthew Meyer's testimonial, it was a tournament and my team won that one too. And I had built the trophy and won it with Matthew. And memorable stuff because we beat Team Great Britain, and it's like they're like a Disney movie, and somebody should make the movie already. But you know what? We beat them. But I don't know how many goals I'll score this time when I come. I do believe conditioning will be a problem because I haven't exercised in a decade. But I will still try hard and I will try not to stay up too late on the Friday night. And last time when I did score those 2 goals, I was really tired playing that game and I didn't get around very well. So I have to learn from my mistakes and maybe not stay up so late with Samuel Jardine the night before and have so much fun, but I might.
If you're having fun, then I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Well, like when you get invited back 10 years later and it's only for a weekend, it's like, well, how much fun can I have? Right? And then it's
Yeah,
like
it's about how much fun you can have.
it's like all the guys have a challenge with each other. It's like, well, who can have the most fun this weekend? And like we all challenged each other. And I found it that was hockey. We were all seeing who could have the most fun and be the biggest dandy of the weekend. It's kind of like when I grew up in Elmira and we used to have a champion of the night. It was a trophy, it was a necklace. We had made a trophy, and it was whoever had the most fun the night before got to wear the champion of the night the next day.
That must have been really fun.
It was really fun because you had to do something pretty good to win the champion of the night.
Yeah, you must have to do something really amazing to win it.
Yes, and then if you were going to a goat's testimonial and the people he will bring there that weekend to win champion of the night, man, that would be taxing. It's not in me. I don't think I can. I'm just gonna keep it steady and get through the weekend and just play hard, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you can have some fun too whilst you're doing it.
Right. I think we would have fun if I got an invite to Cardiff in June and then you came and we did a skills day and the kids could all come and play hockey and I could do my thing and that would be fun, right? Fun is fun.
Yeah, fun is very fun. It would be really fun if we could do that.
Okay. Well, then I'm on it. Okay. Then I just have to figure out what to do when we got on the ice.
I'm sure you could figure something out.
Well, thanks again for all your support, dude. And when you send me pictures of you wearing jerseys at different arenas and the posters you've made with my logo on it for Moose and all the stuff, and then when it was your birthday and they had you up on the Jumbotron and said director of shed marketing, I'm like, wow, this is getting really hockey in Manchester, England, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been really fun to do all them things, and I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Me too. I've been having fun too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks again, buddy. Thanks for everything. And it was great catching up with you again today. And I I I I hope I get to see you in June and I hope we get to do a skills day, right? And but that'll be up to Hendo. We'll see how much he likes me.
Yeah, that'd be really fun if I can do that. I'm looking forward to it if we can.
Right. And then if Hendo planned it and booked the ice and then set the stuff up and then I could just come and do the thing, well, then he could keep any money that was made, and I would just come do my thing and have fun, right?
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd make a lot of sense and be a lot of fun.
Right. And fun is fun, so we should do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should definitely try and do that.
Okay, then that's my next goal is to book Hendo for Cardiff Canucks update for their first ever season with the best jerseys in hockey, and then we'll see if he can lock down some ice time before the testimonial so we can have fun, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun if we can do that.
Okay, well then I'm on it, buddy. And well, thanks for making the time for me again today. I had a lot of fun. Did you?
Yeah, no problem. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, buddy. Well, this has been another episode. Or wait, do I got anything else to say? Did you know the Cardiff Devils are going to win the Continental Cup this weekend?
You know, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's true. They still have a lot of my brothers on the team, and they're playing for the Continental Cup this weekend. I think it starts now. They might be playing like now or soon. But I plan on Mac and Mosey and Batchy and Bouncy and all my guys to win the Continental Cup, and that would be pretty neat to see them with a trophy at the end of the weekend, wouldn't it?
Yeah, hopefully they can all pull together and win it.
Right. And then the Devils should win the league too. And then I should come in June and everybody would be in a great mood because they just beat everybody all year. And then we could just have the time of our lives for a weekend, you know?
Yeah, that'd be really fun if you could do that.
I agree. So it's not up to me. It'd be up to those players on the Devils to go out and get this shit done. So then everybody can be happy and have fun when we go to the Goats testimonial if I'm invited, right?
Yeah, that'd be really cool if they could bring some silverware back to Cardiff.
But I might be invited. I'm just not allowed to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Well, go Canucks, go Devils, go Canucks, go Storm, go all the teams I cheer for now, right?
Yeah, hopefully we all win some games.
Right. It would be cool if the Cardiff Devils won the Continental Cup this weekend. Then it'd be cool if the Kincardine Canucks won the International Silver Stick the next weekend. And then winning is fun and hockey is fun, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun if we can all win them.
Do you know what I'm going to do for my International Silver Stick tournament? I haven't told the players or parents yet, but do you know what I'm going to do?
No, what you gonna do?
I bought a cowbell from an antique store and I'm going to turn it into a trophy for the Muoff Championship. And I'm going to invite all the players and parents to be in a Muoff tournament. and then whoever wins the move-off will win the trophy, and winning is fun, and then hockey's fun. And then I think it might even spur them on to play hockey better the next day because, well, we had a move-off tournament and it was fun. And then you're excited to be a hockey player because you had a move-off, you know? Do you know what a move-off
Yeah, I've
is?
never. Isn't it like we moo at each other on all fours, and it's whoever doesn't laugh wins?
Exactly. And once you do that with someone, you're friends. When you get right in someone's face and start mooing at them, and if you laugh or don't laugh, you're friends after. And I plan on making my team a family through moo-offs.
That's
See,
one way to make a family.
right? Some people may not know what I'm up to, but that's what I'm actually trying to do is actually just have everybody have fun and get along, you know?
Yeah, it must be really fun to have a moo off.
Yeah, I think if you were playing under 13 in a small town and your coach built a trophy for a boo-off championship and then you ended up mooing against like the parents on the team, I would think that would be really fun as a kid, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
You know what sucks though is I'm just not the best mooer. Like I try hard, I want to win, but sometimes when people get mooing at me, I just can't help myself and I laugh.
Yeah, I think I'd laugh too if someone was in my face mooing at me.
Yeah, and some people just get a game face going, and it's like, wow, nobody's gonna laugh. Like this is serious, and I just can't take moo-offs that serious, you know?
Yeah, I can't take stuff like that very seriously.
I'm gonna build the trophy, but I don't know if I'm gonna win it, you know? I'm gonna do my best though.
Hope, yeah, hopefully you can win it.
Winning trophies is fun, right? Building
Yeah,
trophies
winning
and then
trophies is
winning them is
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be.
Yeah. Well, I guess thanks for making the time for me again. I guess I got to get back to the real world, eh?
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's getting dark over there, eh, man? It's like it was daylight when we started talking. Now it's like dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark. It's about 5 o'clock.
Sucks when it gets dark that early, eh?
Yeah, shame we can't do more.
Yeah, summer's way more fun. But hockey's fun. So, well, keep up the practicing, buddy, and hopefully we get to do this skills day together in Cardiff, and then hopefully other kids are listening and will come too. And then like all of us could have fun on the ice together, and then maybe even Hendo could make some money.
Yeah, hopefully I'll spread the word at my next training session.
Holy shit! You still got a dog.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Guy nearly made me poop my pants.
I think he's seen the postman or something.
Uh, well, thanks for making the time for me again, buddy, and keep up the good work over there, and hopefully see you in June, eh?
Yeah, I'll see you in June.
You're gonna have to convince your mom it's a good idea to come all the way to Cardiff, Wales again, though, eh?
Yeah, I'll convince her for sure.
Okay, do your best, okay? I'm pretty
I
sure I'll be
will.
there, and we'll make time to actually talk more than last time, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. This has been another episode of Zero Ales and Hockey Tales with the director of Shed Marketing, Jake, and Wally. Oh.